Welcome. Trying to get back up and running a little bit here with some video content. I'm right now suffering some technical difficulties. We're also going to have a little bit of a situation here because we have a house full of kids, mostly mine. So we're going to try to work around that.
But you guys know, we're dads. We've got the kids running around, so most of us, I know a lot of you gamers out there have the same thing.
Yeah, but we're excited. This is the Wave 4 ships for X-Wing from Fantasy Flight, where this will be the first video to go through each one and what we feel that'll be the plan. Alright, let's get into the first one we're going to do is the Z90 Headhunter.
Headhunter. That always sounds fun.
Yeah, I'm not very...
Rebel ship?
I'm an X-Wing Star Wars fan, so these are ships that I am not fully aware of. I actually finally read a story with one of these ships finally in it. And my youngest is going to make his cameo appearance. Because he sees us. Yeah, he sees me getting into stuff. So hopefully we'll get some shots of what you'll see is the ship as we roll around here. Have that.
Expansion pack contents. Of course, have the Z90 Headhunter ship itself. It actually comes with quite a bit of stuff.
Yeah, we'll go through it. Well, most of the tokens themselves in the thing.
Yeah, a lot of 4 cards, 5 upgrade cards, 2 reference cards, and more tokens. Of course, the maneuver dial.
Alright, so let's take a look at this ship. You'll see it floating in front of you for us, but we're taking a look at it. Very similar to an X-Wing design.
Very similar. Blue lines, blue paint job, I should say, to it. As far as its squad markers.
So instead of 4 wings, it's just 2. Again, these are just awesome. Like I said, I highly recommend this game system because you don't really, this is painted well.
The details on it, it looks very, very detailed and looks like the ship as you would see it in the movies.
Yeah, so we're impressed with that.
Little background on what the ship comes with here. The AF4 series was the latest in a long line of Headhunter designs. Cheap and durable, it became a favorite among independent outfits like the Rebellion and Black Sun.
Alright.
So we'll see, it says cheap and durable. So we'll check out the cards here to see how cheap it is for your squad building design.
And first we're looking, getting your typical target locks, getting your typical shields,
focus token,
ions, and the numbers. And so that's pretty standard, straight up, nothing major there. So one of the things that came in this was the modifications and titles, which is something kind of like building into the newer ships where you're allowed 1 mod per ship. So let's check into our pilots. Let's start first with Arian Kraken. He is a 8th level pilot skill, and this ship is kind of cheap and part of it. It's 2 all across, 2 firepower, 2 agility, 2 hull, 2 shields. So about a 4-hit ship with the focus icon
and the
targeter. So Arian has after you perform an attack, you may choose another friendly ship at range 1. That ship may perform 1 free action.
Hey, well, there you
go. He has basically the torpedo upgrades and marksmanship mentorship. So he's 19 points. That's pretty good.
Yeah, not too bad for the Rebel ships. I would say cheap.
Most of them are 20.
And definitely durable. So basically, you can take 4 hits. The 2 hull and the 2 shields.
So it doesn't really kind of fully replace the X-Wing either. So the 2 firepower, he doesn't really replace the X-Wing.
No, it's more in the line of A-Wing.
Yeah.
As far as firepower. Take a quick look at his maneuver dial here, which is on the back side, or here. Pretty standard moves. He does do a K-turn at the 3 level. He can go up to 4 straight.
Yeah.
And he can make any of the turns out towards 3. So he does seem pretty maneuverable.
K-turn at 3.
It's
cool.
Not a bad ship. I think the free action at range 1 is going to be his positive. So obviously keep him in the squads
Yeah, I mean,
tight
for-
squad action turn.
19 for an
You may
8-level
choose
pilot. That's
yeah.
That's going to be moving pretty good.
So depending on who he's squatted up with, if you've got one of your other named pilots in there, gives him a free action. That could go a long way.
Yeah, I mean, so that's pretty good. That's Aryan Kraken. Let's check out who else we got. So we got
Lieutenant Blount. Same point value as far as his abilities: 2 firepower, 2 agility, and then the 2 hull and 2 shields. But he is only a skill level 6. Again, has the same missile and command abilities, the focus and target lock. And his special ability: when attacking, the defender is hit by your attack, even if he does not suffer any damage.
so this is the combo card with like the missiles.
For the missiles, and also for I would say that against X-wings is your
It's the assault missile, which damages all ships around 1.
yep.
So no matter what, even if you they evade, all the other ships around you will take some damage.
Yep.
So this is definitely a combo card with
And then
with
anybody
one of your
that has
torpedo
the
upgrades.
stealth device, whether or not
Yeah.
you do any damage,
Well,
the
knock
stealth
that
device
stuff.
is going to be gone because it's going to hit no
Yeah.
matter what. And he's only 17 points.
So this guy could really, for those that would play against Imperial players with a lot of stealth device, Lieutenant Blount could find its way into your list because he's really got a good opportunity to knock out those stealths.
Yeah, target the your
interceptors.
your interceptors or your named X-wing pilots to get that stealth device out of there. A lot of us use the stealth device when we use X-wings.
Yeah. So
it makes it that much harder.
You could be seeing a lot of play with Lieutenant Blount. All right, so we're going to move on to Talas Squadron Pilot. So this is a basic level pilot. So your basic ship now is 13. That pretty much puts you 1 point, I think, more than an Imperial Academy pilot.
Yeah.
So this is really where the swarm of the Z90 Headhunters come in. So same stats all across. You get a 4-level pilot, which is pretty darn good. Because, like I said, for 1 more point, you're getting 3 more.
Definitely going to shoot
skill.
before your basic X-wing
Yep.
pilots.
And they'll have the torpedo upgrades.
Does lose the
Plus
command.
the focus and the targeting.
Not bad for building a swarm.
So yeah, if you Rebel players want to start doing the swarm, the Z95 could pretty much fall in that category with you. And that gives us almost exactly as the Academy.
The Bandit Squadron pilot, now that's taking it down even another notch. Only a pilot skill level 2, and then everything else is the same. 2 firepower, 2 agility, 2 hull, 2 shields. Only the missile upgrade, but does have the focus and the target lock. So again, if you want to continue to build your squad out using this ship, the Z95.
Really saving just maybe 1 point. There's only a 1 point difference between this and the Talas Squadron. So really,
Get a better upgrade.
yeah,
Get a higher
I
upgrade.
can see going with Tala more than the Bandit. We'll see how that works. And there's the Ion card. So right there is the assault missile that comes with ones you've had in the past. And again, it goes hand in hand with Lieutenant Blount because if this attack hits, the other ship at range 1 suffers 1 damage. So that's really going to mess up Imperial players. So we got a new one here though, the Ion Pulse Missile.
I don't think I have seen this one.
This is a new one, so 3 attack.
Requires a target lock.
Only range at 2 or 3. Yep, so using a target lock to expend.
1 use.
If this attack hits, the defender suffers 1 damage and receives 2 Ion tokens, then cancel all dice rolls.
2 Ion tokens, so that's pretty huge. So going after some of the more maneuverable ships, the interceptors, that's 2 rounds it's going to take them to get back up to speed.
This will also immediately slow down a large ship as well. Large ships need 2 hits from Ions, and this will immediately slow down one of a large ship as well.
Absolutely, I didn't even think about that, but you're right. Instead of having to hit a larger ship twice with 2 ships, this is a one-shot deal.
And for 3 costs, this is very nice. This is a very nice upgrade. I can definitely see this.
Could be a
being
game
used
changer
fun.
depending on what your opponent's using in for the Imperials.
So very good with that. All right, another new one here is
Wingman. At the start of the combat phase, remove 1 stress token from another friendly ship at range 1.
Wow.
So again, if you're hooked up in a squad, you guys maybe all execute a K turn. Immediately, you know that guy is going to remove a stress, so they can go ahead and do whatever they need. So that could be
a veteran upgrade. This is
pretty good.
I like this. It's a very fluffy like type of card. This really starts to make you as a player to really start to have that combo one man to one man group. But I mean,
I've used the analogy before when we've talked that X-Wing can very much turn into a chess match.
Yeah.
This is one of those chess moves where you're thinking 2 turns ahead. So it's, hey, my squads are going to do this, that's going to cause a stress. But I know before that next turn starts, I'm going to remove stress on so-and-so.
yeah.
So he's going to be able to execute a normal turn. That could be huge.
Imagine take a veteran guy who's just flying alongside Wedge, so Wedge can do K turns and turns, so he's not losing ability.
Exactly.
It's that's deadly. That's a very, very deadly little move right there. All right, the other one we got here is Decoy. At the start of the combat phase, you may choose one friendly ship at range 1 through 2. Exchange your pilot skill with that ship's pilot skill until the end of the phase. So a little different than before, like giving the ability. Squad leader.
Yep.
This one, you can kind of flip-flop, go from that. It's only 2 points, another veteran skill upgrade. Again, interesting.
But not bad. I mean, if you've got a level 8 pilot and you want to switch with a lower level guy for
bandit
some
squadron
reason,
close by, then you can kind of move around.
if he's in better position, lined up.
Gives you options for 2 points.
Yep.
Again, that's not
Or you're looking at Arian as far as his actions. If you need to get someone at a lower level of free action quicker for some reason, you can switch that.
Well, he's just going to change this, not the power part. But
no, but if you give him the free action and then you in turn
You let him
switch
go
his
first.
pilot skill.
Yeah, definitely. He's at the target lock very quickly.
And the final one here, we got munitions failsafe. This is a modification, only 1 point cost. You don't have a lot of those, so that's one of those. I'm at 99, I can't get to 100. Here you go.
Yeah.
When attacking with a secondary weapon that instructs you to discard it to perform the attack, do not discard it unless the attack hits.
Wow.
That is a big one for
Wow.
cluster missiles, and you miss because someone
Wow.
rolls really well and dodges all the attacks. You don't lose them.
Yeah.
That's
huge. That's a huge, for a 1 point modification card. This really starts making a lot of the torpedo cards.
You
for
don't have to go back many of our bat reps with me involved where I've used discardable target lock missiles that I've missed completely.
Yeah.
That I would love to get that back for 1 point.
Yeah.
So I like that.
This is an amazing card. This really, really, really will find its way in the list, and it's a modification card for a lot of X-Wings who are really pretty much set with hulls and shields.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that pretty well.
And there's no requirements for it. Any ship can pull this for 1 point.
Yeah.
So if you've got anybody that's just in need, any of your squads are in need of 1 point to get them over that hurdle to for a 100-point battle. That's not a bad one.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So that's the Z95 Headhunter. It's definitely got a nice little punch to the list. Very similar to the A-Wing in regards to what you're seeing build-wise. Maneuverability-wise, I think I don't really think it's as movable as
It's kind of a cross
because it doesn't have a boost to the A-Wing.
It's that A-Wing, X-Wing in between type of ship. But just one with the I forget his name now. Arian itself embedded into an A-Wing squadron, or maybe even to an X-Wing squad.
Yeah,
would help you out. Or if you end up picking up multiple of these ships and want to build your own.
The biggest thing with the Z95 is going to be its cost. It's a very, very cheap ship.
Yeah. Cheap and durable, as it said.
Yeah, so you can really add this in to kind of really give you a little bit more. It's not going to give you the speed of the A-Wing, but like I said, it will add another ship that you need ships for the Rebel. Remember, the Rebel issues most of the time has been being outnumbered, but with a lot of these new cards, I don't see that being a big deal because the swarms are really being targeted by Fantasy Flight. So you can really do well, but this will give you that extra ship to do some stuff. It's an awesome support ship. The characters giving free actions and removing stress, those are very nice. So you'll see a lot of those pilots kind of work some of that. So I mean, for like less than 20 points from a lot of that aspect there, it gives you a good wingman type of ship to kind of help out with things.
And not just the ship, but you can definitely plan on seeing a couple of these upgrade cards used, because they are very, very intriguing on the possibilities that they can be used for.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so that's the Z95 Headhunter. And I hope you enjoy. We'll have the wave ships coming soon.
Absolutely.